So this is a breakdown of my achievement run for From Humble Origins. Um, about 1689, I was sitting at 1500 dev, and I took 700 dev in the span of 15 years, and yeah, lots of overextension. Uh, if you wanna, I definitely would not recommend doing that if you want to actually make it like a full campaign and take the achievement on the side, and like you're actually just have like you want to complete it till 1821. Wouldn't recommend doing this. This is purely just to get the achievement faster, which I will get as soon as I have internet. Um, as far as like strategies for the run, if you saw here, I'll bring it up again. I'm 200 dev over, so I didn't need to colonize at all this game. It just wasn't necessary in the slightest. Um, so yeah, definitely would have taken like quality here instead. I managed to get by because I spent so much time colonizing with native like coexistence. I got to like 100% professionalism in like 1553, and that managed to get me by as far as troop quality was concerned. But I would definitely take quality or defensive instead. Um, Maritime, you can wait on Maritime. I took it first because I was expecting the Ming not to collapse like they had in a lot of my previous games. Um, but they just did it on their own, and they did a full collapse, and not any of the weenie stuff where like the Yue and the Wu break free, and then like they integrate them later. It was a full collapse, Shun, Dali, everything. So Maritime, maybe not that useful. It really, really helped out with my income, especially since like the aggressive expansion in China was so large, I just couldn't get land and enough trade nodes to justify taking trade ideas. So it definitely helped a lot with my income. I think through Maritime, my trade income's still pretty crap. But yeah, before I started building trade ships, my trade income was sitting at like 12, and now it's nearly 50. So I think it's definitely worth it. Quantity ideas are pretty much a must-have. Uh, the land here the land in China, it's okay, but like Manchuria, all that shit's underdeveloped, and you're gonna want manpower so you don't attrition out when you're walking through it chasing down horde stacks. Religious ideas, my conquest completely outpaced my ability to convert provinces. You can see here I still have a ton of provinces that aren't even Confucian. So not even considering that I just took like 700 dev very quickly, I was still getting outpaced on my conquests. So humanist definitely the way to go, I think. Influence ideas, I didn't really like them. I would take literally anything else, like even espionage probably would have been better, which I actually filled out espionage and replaced it with influence, and I think I prefer espionage. Um, you're going to have a lot of aggressive expansion because no matter where you expand, you're of a different culture and a different religion. Alternatively, what you could do is like you could just make a custom nation that starts with Chinese as the primary culture and you're Confucian instead of Shinto, and that would actually probably help out a lot. And you could take like some like offensive or something here instead. Defensive, I never ended up taking, but if I did, I probably would have taken it second just for troop morale and all that. Um, I definitely wish I had expanded into India. So if you want to get this achievement done faster, go ahead and in the early game, no be a tiny southern Indian nation. They can't see you, so they can't form a coalition against you, and use that as another area of expansion. Um, you'll suffer from the same problem I did by being Shinto and Japanese, but it's just another route of expansion that'll really speed up the pace of your conquests. I think that covers everything. As far as other idea groups that would work go, I already mentioned quality and offensive. You could do aristocratic if you really wanted to. Um, if you do switch to China, like a Chinese culture, and you have Confucian as your primary religion, trade can be a good pick. Definitely go for humanist. Admin, also a good pick. Admin is something you'd have to pick early game because I was just constantly conquering so much. I just didn't have the admin points to spare. So admin is a good pick, but pick it early on. I think that covers everything. So yeah, I'd be interested to hear other people's strategies. I know some people like revert to 1.17 or like do custom nation exploits or something like that to get the achievement done very quickly. I'd be interested to hear any other strategies anyone has, either on the Reddit post that I'm going to provide a link to this video from or in the comments below. Thanks for watching.